Hi, happy Sunday. It's day two of the 25 to 25 series, and I hope you had a good day. Had a good experience in church today. So let's really jump on our lesson for today. So this particular lesson is one that I learned in a hard way. Well, that hard is relative, sharp, but at the time it was hard. So it's this: never ever, for any reason, under any circumstance, confront the pastor of a church or the leader of a church in rebellion. Yes, please don't do that. Or probably you are part of an assembly or a church. Do not castigate or in any way speak evil against our assembly. I had this experience while I was in school. I was one of the choir directors, and we had this concert that we were planning. We've been planning it for a very long time, weeks and weeks of rehearsals. You know how it goes. And the final rehearsal, just a video. It's like a day. The concert was in 24 hours. Then we saw a message on the general church platform from the leadership that the concert had been suspended. The escorts were not given prior information. The choir directors didn't have any prior information. So it did not make sense. Like, it was not adding up in our heads. So we decided to go to the leadership of the church and express our concerns. I don't know what the experience was like for the others, but personally for me, it just didn't make any sense. And to be very honest, there was this little bit of pain in my approach to the whole. So we did escalate the situation, dragged it back and forth. I will tell you, that semester I had the worst GPA in my entire academic career, and I didn't recover from it till I graduated. Right. By the way, I didn't. I still had good grades, but it would have been way better, right? And not because I didn't prepare for the exam, not because the exam was CBT back then. I was very prepared. Matter of fact, I was already boasting that with the GPA in the first semester, the second semester, I should be here, like that kind of bragging, like we are just sure. God humbled me, and rebellions like that against God's people, the repercussion always comes like immediately, and it's an area we need to be very careful about. Even if the leader is in outright sin, like that this is not just a matter of misappropriation of leadership or some administrative plan. This is outright sin. You still need to tread carefully. Like David knew better when Saul was trying to kill him, and he had the opportunity to kill Saul. Like Saul was literally vulnerable. All his men had slept. He knew better. Like he could have just killed Saul and be like, God delivered him into my hands. Victory for everybody, right? But he knew better than to touch the anointed of God. Even when he cut a part of Saul's skirt to show him a proof that he saw him, but he could have killed him, but he did not. You see how this conscience that pricked him. So like, because he had cut the skirt of the anointed of God, and this was someone who God had already rejected, but still there was the anointing upon his head. So please be very careful how you confront leadership. There are better ways to do it. You could walk up to the leader direct, express your concerns, your heartfelt concerns, in the most humble and most humble manner. Or if you can't, you talk to another leader who has direct access to that leader. And also, if you are part of a church and you feel the church is probably not benefiting you, please just carry your leg and leave, rather than stay there and then start to brood animosity, start to brood discord amongst the believers, and then you start soiling people's hearts with your own pain. So I hope you've learned from that. See you tomorrow.